Okay, so we're going to take a look at the physical hazards. And the first hazard looks like a bomb, because that's what it is. So, an explosion or reactivity hazard. So, that can include explosives, reactive substances, and organic peroxides. So, self reactive substances are chemicals that can generate a chemical reaction within themselves. So that could be a pure chemical, or it could be a mixture that turns into something else. Now, to protect against explosions, we want to keep material away from heat and do not drop containers. And where possible, store the material in a cool, dry area and keep it away from people that might try to wreck our building. So don't so we want to keep the explosives very secure. And then second, we have a flammable hazard, which is and you'll notice the hazards have a red diamond around them. So a flammable hazard has a flame, but this kind of looks like an anime character's hair as well. Kind of looks like a guy if you drew. Oops, what did I do? He could have eyes. No, it's a guy. So it could be a liquid, a solid, an aerosol, a gas, a self-heating substance. So you got those packets that you can break. They usually give them out around Halloween. They warm your hands. I don't know if they're still popular. Um, we've got substances that, when in contact with water, emit flammable gases. Again, self-reactive substances and organic peroxides. So to keep safe, we keep material away from heat sources and keep a fire watch and never smoke near combustible material. And then next we have what we call oxidizing hazard, and this guy has even wilder hair. So an oxidizing hazard is got the O with a flame, and it includes gases, liquids, and solids. And again, keep away from sources of ignition and never smoke near oxidizing material. And then compressed gases are gases that could explode, but maybe not, they're not explosion type gases, but they're under really high pressure. So if they could burst and cause physical damage. And so they've got what looks like a rolling pin with one handle, and it's so you want to handle these with care. Do not drop the cylinder and store the container in an area designated by your employer. And again, keep away from heat, because heat causes the gas to gain more energy and more pressure, and that can cause a leak, or it can cause the container to burst. So you also want to check for leaks. And typically, so there's a valve on the container. So if you look, a gas container or a gas cylinder will look like this, and it's got a valve, and the valve is extremely fragile, and it looks like a guy now. But if you break the valve, you are in trouble, and all the gas will come out. So we want to store cylinders upright. We don't want to store them on their side, because that risks damaging the valve. And then we have corrosive material. So you'll see a like a, a stick with a hole in it, because we poured acid on the stick, and we've also decide to wash our hands with acid for whatever reason. So corrosive material includes anything that can cause eye damage or skin irritation. Now, we want to keep corrosive material containers closed and avoid contact with eye and skin, and wear all necessary PPE, including glasses, a face shield, a hand covering, and clothing. And avoid inhaling the material. And always wear proper like respirators, even when you're handling the material in a well ventilated area, which you should be. And wash and shower thoroughly after working with the material. And then we have a toxic or fatal hazard, and obviously this looks like a face. And we've got a skull here with two bones. So this will kill you, basically. So anything that will kill you if you eat it or breathe it in or if it contacts your skin. So you must handle, so it's not all three, could be one or the other. So some stuff is really toxic if you eat it, and some stuff can be toxic even if you smell it or touch it. So again, be careful and wear all the necessary PPE to protect your face and skin, and wear a respirator, and make sure the area is properly ventilated, and then wash or shower after touching it. Now, other stuff is just a health hazard, so it may not kill you, but it will hurt. And in that case, so we don't see this symbol very often, but it's a body with like a star, like his body's been chewed up, and or he's got a weird tattoo. But like it includes any material that can cause cancer, mess up your DNA, uh, destroy like your liver or some other organ, either through one exposure or multiple exposures, um, cause irritation or damage to your lungs or skin or reproductive organs, or an aspiration hazard. So in this case, we again want to avoid contact with eye and skin and wear necessary PPE and the respirator. And then some stuff is harmful but less harmful. So we just have an exclamation mark. That means it's harmful. And again, it can hurt your eye or skin or breathing or an organ, but it's less serious than something that's marked with a health hazard. Now, that covers physical hazards. If you have any questions, please post a comment.